Hey everyone, this is a really quick look at the 2024 LEGO Minecraft set, the Nether Portal Ambush. This cost me $38 US. Comes with 352 pieces, one minifigure, and some mobs, and I did build it live over on my Twitch channel. I like the fairly organic shape of it. It doesn't rely on just a big rectangle for its terrain or a few interconnected rectangles. It tries to feel a little bit more natural. And though I know a lot of people have complained about the shift to basically basing the floor on the floor instead of having the elevated level before, I still think that works just fine here and doesn't waste pieces. I think it's just more efficient. It helps to keep prices down, and I think it's still completely usable for most scenarios. And as you can see, this doesn't really have a camera unfriendly angle. Thankfully, I think have they reworked the huge fungi over here a little bit with their design, just slightly. I feel like they've been reworked just ever so slightly to make them a little bit more compact, a little bit more, especially this one looks a little bit more round to me. But I like the design here, and I think that those just look pretty proper to me for just a little bit of the Crimson Forest over here. We've got the Shroom Light over here, which I haven't seen before personally in Lego form. I don't know if this is there we go. I don't know if this is the first time that they've done it, but you can see this has a 2x2 jumper on the top of it in that trans orange color. And I've got a little way for you to climb up over there. Let me move this guy out the way. And the portal itself has a very simple design to it that does allow you to easily open and close it. You just knock this out in the back. That's it. Just sits in there. It doesn't even attach with studs. It just kind of goes into the spot, and that's fine. Down here, just a couple suggestions of magma blocks in the ground. Got a little bit of basalt over here. Is the intent that there's supposed to be a basalt delta right next to this. Couple of the little magma cubes, right? The smaller magma cubes, and we've seen these before. The gas, though, they keep redesigning the gas, and I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all because it's nice to have variety, and I appreciate that they keep trying to do things a little bit better, a little bit different. This has one connection point on the underside to be able to connect it to something. It doesn't work really well because it is a little bit rear biased, I guess. It needs to be more at the center. It does kind of work, but I wish that it was just balanced a little bit better. Interesting design on this. Is able to shoot, as a few of these I think have been able to shoot and pass. So we've got the disc shooter that's integrated in there. That's what the plunger is on the back. If you don't like that plunger sticking out, just fire the fireball off, and this is now able to stay farther in, not all the way in, but farther in. And there you can see the face with the embedded eyes as well, which is nice. This is built in all kinds of different directions, and the top is actually upside down. So these are all inverted tiles here, and strangely, you can see one of them. I don't know how it just happened to be that the middle one was the one, but that one is darker than the rest. So color consistency still occasionally an issue with Lego. This is what the printed gassed fireball tile looks like. So you get two of those. And then this is a new design for the Hoglin. And it's cool because look, it's got the realistic butting action, tusk mauling action, and it just looks significantly better than the last one. Yeah, you've got the tan color right there for the pin. I mean, it's at least in the scheme. It's at least in the palette, the color palette of the thing. But otherwise, I think this is about as good as you can get today with pieces that exist. The inclusion of the 1 by 1 by 1 2/3. Yes. The up version of the bracket there, two of those in tan in particular was really, really important. So having that available in that color was absolutely crucial. I think the print there looks pretty good. Obviously it's offset ever so slightly, but not too bad. And at least the white is printed pretty opaque. But yeah, this is just fun. The only thing that's annoying about this is you do need to kind of massage a little bit and make sure that the spacing is right so that you can get it to return. It does tend to stick a little bit. It's a lot more fun when you can get it to get loose, but the alignment has to be just perfect. Otherwise it starts to get stuck. There is one hidden feature on this, and that's just the ability to do a little bit of mining back here, which will unveil the hidden soul. I believe this is supposed to be soul soil here, not soul sand. I've done soul sand before. I think this is soil. I might be mistaken on that, but I have not seen an official declaration of which means which, because Lego does go back and forth and change what the different ores and different blocks look like over time. The minifig is a new skin called Orc Warrior. So obviously this is supposed to be a player with just, a downloaded skin on it. The alignment of the different prints, the different print layers on here is not great. You see the eyes are shifted off. I think the whole thing is shifted around a little bit. Also, especially the darker prints on the face are too high on it. It's not quite centered, but I like the design of it overall. At least the opacity of the prints is pretty good. You can see some metallic printing in the torso there. Yeah, that shines nicely. Comes with the 2 accessories, and yeah, a little bit of metallic on the back as well. These are the basic leftover pieces, and surprise, it's a combination model. So if you also buy the Armory, which is a cheaper set, then you can officially and very, very easily combine it together to form this little thing. That's nice. It fits together well and all integrates nicely. Doesn't really do all that much. It's not all that creative, but I very much appreciate anytime that Lego, creates systems with systems, things that can work together. And the nicest thing about this is that instead of giving you just one set with a much higher price, they give you the option to just get this. Probably a lot more people are going to want to get just this than even this. A heck of a lot more people would want to get just this than all of this together, just based on budget availability and everything. So this definitely makes sense, and I'm glad that they did this instead of just this. The price of just this, though, at $38, 38 euros, 31 pounds UK, or $50 Canadian, it doesn't feel great to me. Again, this was 352 pieces, average part size between them. It has some small ones, has some largish ones, but mostly kind of medium sized. Just the overall volume of stuff here doesn't feel that great to me for something that's almost $40. I personally would have preferred to see it more like 30, but it's not that far out of whack. I think that if you're happy with this, and especially if you're going to do the combination, I don't feel like you're getting ripped off, but I would recommend, especially if you're at all on the fence with this, I would recommend definitely waiting for a discount, because I think a discount will happen, or discounts will happen in most markets, hopefully. Some markets, obviously, we always hear about it. Some markets get instant discounts the day of release, which is great for those folks, but it's not the reality for much of the Lego fan world. Yeah, overall, a very decent set with nice components to it. And I just wish it was a little bit cheaper, and I wish that it was a little bit easier to get this to be this good, to just bounce. You gotta get it just right. The most key thing there I found is just kind of making sure everything's flat and then separating it out a little bit from side to side to loosen it up. Yep. Those are my thoughts though. Oh, and it's back. It's stuck again. Gosh dang it. Oh well. Yep. See? You know what I mean? Yeah. Thank you for watching. I'll talk to you again soon.